My name is Carl Shultz. Everybody knows I'm a very strong proponent of SSKI. SSKI literally means SS stands for supersaturated, K is potassium, and I is iodine. So it is an iodide form of care. Now there is a proper use and there's a misuse that people should be aware of when using this. One thing, you should get a mineral and trace mineral potassium count in your blood before you start SSKI, because too much iodine or iodide in your body can actually be very harmful to you. So you want to make sure that you never go over 7.0 on that level. So anywhere from like a 5.0 up to a 7.0 would be safe. So I like to keep things simple. I find that the SSKI did most of everything that I would need, whether it be on the skin or internally. When growing biofilm on a glass slide, I have found that under my own eyes I could watch biofilm melt away with SSKI. So I kind of like to stay with what works the quickest and the fastest in the physical respect of this affliction. So what I could do is generally, basically, SSKI has to be made. It can't be purchased as SSKI. You can buy other iodine forms, like you can buy the Morgellons, but that also has potassium in it. You can get nascent iodine, but you want to use selenium with that to take the place of the potassium, because the potassium, the way that benefits the iodide is that your body absorbs the iodine in a very, very effective way when you use potassium or the selenium. Without it, whether you have bromine or bromide, actually binding to your iodide receptors and other variables that would stop your whole iodine system, which is in the endocrine system, working well, is definitely better remedied when you have something to help get into your body. So the potassium accomplishes that and is often used for emergencies in a radioactive type atmosphere. But you can get too much potassium, and too much potassium can get really, really dangerous. It can lead into paralysis, can also lead into death. So you want to make sure you stay definitely under that 7.0 level when you're using it. So how did I use it? I found the easiest way to do it internally. You can buy potassium iodide tablets. You do like 4 tablets in the morning, 4 tablets in the evening. That's usually coupled with a spray I would make for the skin. I did find that the spray would, because I would use the potassium iodide SSKI along with just regular God, what's that word called?
DMSO? I don't know.
No, regular water. The
distilled water.
Distilled water. Okay. So when mixing the spray for the skin, I would take distilled water and I do 10% pure SSKI. Now it is kind of a salty type mix, so what we end up doing, and I found in the long run with me, it would start aging the skin or aging the appearance of the skin, making your skin look a little older. I have found that mixing it with a good skin lotion, or better yet, a coconut oil, because coconut oil does have monolaurin in it, which is a fantastic antibacterial for the body, would also work really well. And you do 10% SSKI to a, whatever container of coconut oil you have. You can add other things if you believe that you have parasites. You can add a little ivermectin or methylene blue. You can add that as well. DSMO, if you can add that as well. But you want to cater to whatever your needs are. You don't want to go overcomplicated, and don't use things you don't need. If you're not having an issue with parasites, don't use that stuff. I found that the regular SSKI mix was just all I needed. Your baking soda soaks in between, like every other day, or if you're privileged enough to do it every day, that's fine too. I mean, that's good. but I'm definitely under the belief that less is more. So anyway, I wanted to discuss that with you guys about the SSKI, because a lot of people are way overusing it, thinking more is better, and you're actually damaging that whole situation when you're using more than you should. And lastly, what I really want to talk about is the Herxheimer effect. And if you could imagine any kind of toxin, or not toxin in your body, but any kind of parasite or any kind of, there's a lot of toxic things in your body, and when you kill these things off, they release the actual toxin inside the body. So it's like a pie, and if you kill off this little piece of that pie, it's going to release that little piece of that pie's toxin into your body. It's going to make you feel kind of crappy. If you're hitting it really heavy and you're killing the whole pie at once, you got to remember that you're still going to have to suffer through all these toxins in your body, and you may want to reduce down your treatment a little bit if it's a little too much to handle, because, I mean, it can make it feel like death warmed over in some days. So, anyway, that's all I have to say. I want to concentrate on the SSKI today, because I'm a big proponent of that. All right, thank you.